Welcome to VocaTales, where every story helps you learn English through emotion and imagination. Today's story is about waiting, hope, and the unexpected meaning of rain. Sit back, relax, and let's begin our story. The rain that never came. There was once a small town on the edge of a wide, endless plain. It hadn't rained there for almost a year. The air was dry, the soil cracked, and the people had forgotten what the sound of raindrops felt like. But one woman, her name was Mara, still believed the rain would come. Every morning she stood outside her house with a small tin cup in her hand, eyes fixed on the sky. Her neighbors laughed kindly. "Mara," they said, "you're wasting your time. The clouds never come here anymore," but she only smiled. "Then I'll be the first to welcome them back." Weeks passed. The sun rose and fell over the dusty fields. The market grew quieter. Children stopped playing outside because the wind burned their skin. But Mara kept waiting, one hand shielding her eyes, one heart whispering to the sky. One day a young traveler arrived in the town. His clothes were torn and his shoes were covered in dust. He carried a small violin on his back. He asked for water, and Mara gave him her last glass. When he drank, he looked up and said, "The air tastes lonely here." Mara nodded. "It's been a long time since we had rain." The traveler smiled softly. Sometimes the sky just needs to be reminded what it feels like to cry. That night he played his violin outside Mara's house. The sound floated over the roofs, gentle, trembling, like raindrops falling on the heart. People came out of their homes, curious. They listened, silent. No one had heard music for months. The next morning, the air felt different, cooler, alive. The wind carried the smell of something long forgotten, the scent of rain. Everyone looked up. Clouds, real clouds, were forming in the distance. Children shouted, "It's coming! It's coming!" But hours passed. The clouds grew dark, and then drifted away without a drop. The people were disappointed. Some cried. Some cursed the sky. Only Mara remained quiet. She looked at the traveler who stood beside his violin, eyes closed. "It didn't come," she whispered. He smiled. "Didn't it?" "Look around." Mara turned and saw people standing together for the first time in months. Neighbors talking, children laughing again. The market reopened. The well was cleaned. The rain hadn't fallen, but something else had. Hope. From that day, Mara stopped waiting for the sky to cry. Instead, she started planting seeds again, not because she believed it would rain, but because she believed it could. Years later, when the traveler passed through the town again, the fields were green. He asked, "So did the rain ever come?" Mara smiled. "No, but we learned to make our own." And for the first time, she held up her tin cup, not to catch rain, but to pour water from the well they built together. Sometimes the rain doesn't come from the sky. Sometimes it comes from the heart that refuses to give up. Thank you for listening to VocaTales. If this story touched you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that teach you English through feeling. See you in the next episode.